Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Wednesday, September the 27th, 2017. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live go-to sessions to take a look at the market, macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, and then we drill down to our trade levels, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. We do create multiple hypotheses, not to hedge our bets, but to have a plan in place for whatever the market does. We wait to see what the RTH who's taking control, and then we execute the plan that best suits the market. This is a subscription room. If you're interested in checking it out, send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website, there's no blog. This is not a commercial venture. We do everything live here in the pre-market, in the go-to, and then we do live trading and analysis during the course of the RTH trading session for our members. Please follow me on my YouTube channel. There's over, I don't know, probably, there's a lot of days up there. I don't know, probably a couple years worth. And if you're interested in checking the room out, you can also send me a Skype contact request. You will need Skype for the room. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. So if we take a look at yesterday, our main hypothesis was a bit of a rollover. We were looking for the market to have a false breakout or a takeout of that naked VPOC, and then we were looking for it to rotate back inside of yesterday and come down and take out the naked VPOC at 24.92. Didn't quite get to the naked VPOC. We missed it by one tick. They've been doing that a lot lately. I mentioned that in the room. We had another day where they missed that 25.01 by one tick. Buyers stepped in, rotated us back up, but failed to get back above the 2,500, and then we basically just drifted down into the close and closed right where we thought we'd close. I said around the 24.93.75, but we ended up closing just a slightly higher at 24.95.75. So another boxy looking profile. Let's bring the news up, take a look at that first. We just had core durable goods came out as anticipated. Good orders, non-defense came out better than expected. Durable good orders came out better than expected. We've got FOMC member Kashkari speaking in 26 minutes. 10 o'clock Eastern time, we've got pending home sales, crude inventory at 10:30, and then we've got Canadian Governor Pelosi speaking at 12:45, and then we've got the 5-year note auction at 1 o'clock, and then Bullard speaks at 1:30, and Brainerd speaks at 2. And then we got Trump speaking. He's supposed to be making that big announcement today on tax reform. So a lot of Fed speakers again today, and we've got Trump in the mix, and we do have some news. So let's just take a quick look at the macro. I always like to start my day with a simple candlestick chart on the monthly, and I start working my way down. You can see that we're still in this upper channel of the pitchfork, and we're in the upper channel of the weekly channel. We have just very, very strong trend. Good slope and separation on the 9 EMA and the 20 SMA. The trend is very much intact on the monthly. On the weekly, same thing, good slope, good separation, but we have broken below the low of last week. So we are starting to see a bit of one-time framing being violated, but nowhere near close to violating the upward trend that we're in with the break of the 9 EMA. Going to the daily, we talked about this bull flag. We dipped down below it on Monday, but we're holding back above the 9 EMA, and I'd be looking for a break above the trend line of the flag up above that 250250 for the breakout and the continuation. And there's lots of room above us. It's I still think we're going to see some new all-time highs. Going to the intraday, you can see that we have been in this flag formation on the daily. We are back above the 9 and the 20 and coming up to test that 2502 and a quarter. Trend is still intact on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, same thing. On the 30-minute, good slope, good separation. We just tested the 9 and bounced. And then 15-minute, same thing, and actually have a possible cup and handle setting up here on the 15-minute. We'll take a look at that when we get into the room. And then we broke below the 9 and the 20 on the 5, but we're back up above it. So we take a look at the structure. You see that we're still in this larger microcomposite VPOC that started back on the 12th. We've got basically 3 distribution zones that are setting up. We're back inside of the value area of this upper distribution and coming up to test the larger time frame larger time frame value area high up at that 2502 area, and we're breaking out of this value that we've been in the last 3 days above the 2575. We have accepted value higher than the microcomposite VPOC in the last 3 days at that 97. We're going to be watching to see if the overall microcomposite VPOC shifts as well up here, or if we get up into the 2504, if it shifts up to there. Those are the 2 change in value areas that we're looking for that shift to confirm the continuation to the upside. Key line in the sand, going to be 87 and a quarter still. Our warning line is going to be the 99 and a quarter that we used yesterday. Nothing really has changed in terms of yesterday. Taking a look at our Globex. Globex is about, I'd say, 75 to 80% net long in both price and time. We've come up and tested the 2501 and a quarter RTH high from the other day. And then we rotated back down into the balance, picked up the late buyers, and come up. And we just put in a 2501, 1 tick lower than the Globex high. But we did get a VPOC shift up to the 99.75, and looking like we're trying to get back above the 2500 and hold. So if we move our numbers over from the overnight session, come on. Our overnight low is 94 and a quarter. It's right on our value area low from yesterday. Our overnight high currently is 2501 and a quarter. Yesterday's RTH high. Like we've been doing a lot lately, we're likely going to expand this coming into the RTH session, so we'll probably have to adjust that. I don't think we're going to get another VPOC shift, so our VPOC for overnight is 24.99.75. There's a little LVN at the 99 and a quarter. It's still going to be my over-under line today. It was yesterday. It will be probably tomorrow if we're still back in this area. 99.25. What does the over underline mean? It means above it, I'm only stocking longs, and below it, I'm stocking shorts. Oops. All right, and then there's really not much else. We've got an LVN here at 96. That is the midpoint, so I'll use that as a possible add-on to any shorts into the naked close and the naked VPOC and the overnight low, and a return to this balance at the microcomposite VPOC. In terms of trade levels, nothing really changes. We still have those targets above. Our daily 20 period full session average true range is running at 1330. So at off the low overnight of 24.94 1/4, our upside daily ATR target is 25.0750. That shifts up slightly. And currently off of the high, which is likely going to change, 25.01 1/4 minus the 1330, our downside daily ATR is 24.8775. All right, so all the levels are going to remain the same. In terms of hypotheses, I'm flipping hypo 1 and hypo 2, but they're all basically going to be the same. We're going to open auction just inside of range, outside of value, or just outside of range and value. But I'm looking for responsive selling down into the value area, somewhere between the 98 and 93. I'm looking for initiative buyers to step back in and rotate us back up and take us up into the 25.02 1/4 chop there, and then push through. And I should have that as a trade area, 25.0250. I'm looking to hit the main target up here at 25.0575. Remember that we've got that inverted head and shoulder that I put in the room in September. I think it was September. Let me just bring it up for those that are visiting here. We've been following this inverted head and shoulders since I think the 12th. Here it is here. You can see there's the left shoulder, there's the head, there's the right shoulder. We broke above the neckline at 74.50, and we've already hit the 38.2. We've come up and hit the 50%. We're trying to hit that, and then the primary target is that 25.1075. And then our extended target is all the way up at 25.33. This still remains valid. We have not broken the right shoulder low, and we still look for this pattern to continue to play out and get continuation. So hypo 1, responsive selling into the 97 to 93 area, pick up the buyers and move up into the 25.05. And then close somewhere around where we tried to hold value at the 25.0475, and possibly get the shift of the microcomposite VPOC up if we put in some volume there. Hypo 2 is the opposite, but equal weighted. As I've been talking, we are seeing rotation. I don't see a break yet, but hypo 2 will be initiative buyers stepping in, pushing us up into that 25.05 area, 06 area, possibly even up into the 25.08, then finding responsive sellers and rotating us back down into range, into value, and closing somewhere down here, back around the microcomposite VPOC between the 93.75 and the 97. Hypo 3 is an open test drive. Failure to get back into value, push up into the 25.05 area, chop there, create a base, and then push up and take out that 25, 10, 50, completing the rule of 10 and the primary target on that head and shoulder. Hypo 4 is a false breakout or a failure to break out. Push down into the 93 area, chop there, fail, take out the 92, and push down into this 87 area, find a base, and then close somewhere around the 93, 75 area again. Pretty much the same hypos that we've been dealing with for the last 3 days. Nothing really has changed. We do have room on the on this upper Keltner channel to get to the 2503, 2502 and a quarter area and see if we get a upper Keltner line walk up into that 08 to 1075 area. Take a look at the gold chart. I took that long yesterday and ended up riding it up to 1303, but then again overnight they've taken it back down. We've broken that key support we were talking about yesterday at the 91 area. I think it's back to the composite VPOC. This 1275.50 is, I talked about the possibility of it starting to act as a magnet. It is the most traded price going all the way back to October 2008, and we're likely now, since we're challenging this 87 level, if we can't hold this, to move all the way down. The immediate target will be down here at the 79 area, but ultimately likely going to come back to the 75. If we can hold this level, look for the rotation back up into the 93, 94 area, possibly the 98, but we're clearly rejecting the 1300s for the time being and looking like we have to price discover lower down into that 1275, maybe even into the 62, 63 area. Any move above the 98, then I'm looking for that 1304 area to 1307 area and coming back up, and breaking out of this value that we're below right now. But gold is looking weak. It is risk off right now. Risk on right now in terms of the indices, and it looks like we're going to get to a continuation up in this auction. That's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we will catch you on the flip side. Okay.